And today you have the chance to voice your opinion about Phase 2 of the Grand Rapids Public Schools Transformation Plan. If you're not sure what that exactly means, or if you're wondering how you can share your thoughts, we have some answers for you. We have Grand Rapids Public Schools Superintendent Teresa Weatherall Neal here to talk about it this morning. So thank you so much for coming here to chat with us this early in the morning for you, although your days always start out early, don't they?
And I'm a morning person, so this is great.
Okay, well, let's talk about this because you've had a really kind of, I wouldn't say a tough year, but it has been a really rough year in some ways because you've had to implement that Phase 1 part where you're shutting down 10 schools, making all sorts of changes in the district. Let's start out there. How's the last year gone for you?
You know, it has gone very well for me, surprisingly, even though we've had a lot of changes, and it has been very painful for staff members, for families, and the entire community. It still was the right thing to do, so I think that we came together, we did it, and now we're on the other side of changes, and it went well.
Yeah, I mean, you ripped that Band-Aid off pretty strongly there.
One time.
You're saying that's the one-time deal, though. We're not going to see any more closings?
Absolutely not. That's a great question. We really want to stabilize the district, so we're not looking at closing any other buildings this year, but we are looking at increasing programs, and we always have to review the budget. Okay. It doesn't go away.
No, it certainly doesn't. Let's talk about this Phase 2. What does that entail?
Phase 2 entails a lot of training for teachers and principals. One, because our focus is really academic achievement. The second part of Phase 2 is looking at new programs, more place-based programs. So that would be a museum school. We're talking with the City of Grand Rapids, Kendall College, Davenport, and GVSU to look at a museum school. Really excited, 6 through 12. We are looking at our IB school, and so partnering with Kendall and Grand Valley on that one. That's awesome. Growing our Montessori program and uniforms for all students pre-K through 8. Okay,
let's talk about that. I'm glad you brought that up because that was a big change too for a lot of parents.
Yeah, that's going to be hard.
How has that gone so far?
You know, it's been pretty difficult for some families. We made a way for them to get uniforms. You know, you're always going to have a few people that choose to go against the grain, but we had about 95% compliance.
Do you think that's made any difference as far as discipline's concerned?
Not only discipline, but a focus on academics.
Yeah.
Right? We need children to be prepared. And so it's not about a fashion show. That really is not what we are about in the Grand Rapids Public Schools. Children don't like it, but it's the right thing to do. Yeah. And I'm not going to back down off of that one on my listening tour.
You haven't done a whole lot of backing down at all.
Not a lot.
You kind of go in like a bulldozer.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so this Phase 2, this listening tour is happening. The second one you're doing here is happening today anyway.
Yes.
One of them. So where's that going to be and what time?
We're going to be at Gerald R. Ford Academic Center on Madison Street, and I will be at the building at about 4 o'clock. And I'm also doing listening tours around the city. I did one yesterday at Beacon Hill. They allowed me to speak with families there at Beacon Hill. But we're going to just go around the city. I really want to hear from people. This is our school district, and we all need to have a voice.
Yeah, no doubt about that. This time around, though, it's going to be a little bit different, you think, than last time. Because last time we were talking about some really painful changes. This time around, you're actually talking more along the lines of academics and getting really into the nitty-gritty of learning, right?
That's right. But I still want to know, as part of the Phase 1, what's working, what's not working, how could we have done this better, and what changes do we need to make? So we're going to hold everybody responsible. You can't come with a concern and not be a part of the solution. We're not going to take that.
All right, so bringing your ideas.
Bring your ideas.
All right. We really appreciate you coming in to talk about this today. We'll be at that event later on tonight. So if those parents can't all make it, we'll be covering it for and have more on that today at 5, 6, and 11. So thank you again. Teresa Weatherall, Neal. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.